Hey ghouls, Terry Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to my channel. Hey ghouls, welcome back. Today we are going to be going over the trailer for the new Child's Play series that they just released a couple of days ago. I'm super excited for it initially after seeing the trailer, not before. When I first heard of the series, I wasn't really too thrilled or too interested in it because I wasn't too much a fan of the last film, The Cult of Chucky. We'll get into that later, but I just honestly, that kind of killed it for me. And when I heard like, oh, a Chucky series, I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, that last one just really killed it for me. But then when they released the trailer and I watched it, I actually really got super excited for it. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, because YouTube are a bunch of Nazis, I can't show you the full trailer here without getting a copyright strike, so I will go ahead and just insert clips as we go on about the trailer. So what I read about this one from what Don Mancini himself has said, that this one is going to go, the main character is Jake Weber, who is a gay 14-year-old kid, and he is building like an art piece or something that has to do with like 80s retro dolls. Of course, he finds Chucky at a yard sale and purchases him and takes him home. And, you know, of course, all the mayhem began. One of the things I'm mainly excited about, too, in this is that Devon Sawa is in this. And not only is he one character, he's two. He does play Jake Weber's father, and he's apparently a twin. So I'm sure the other character he plays is his uncle. But as his father, he is an abusive alcoholic. If you don't know who Devon Sawa is, he is, let's see, Casper is the human at the end of that one with Christina Ricci. And he's also Anton from Idle Hands. And I just love him so much in that movie. If you've never seen Idle Hands, that movie is amazing. Go check it out. But from what I've got from the trailer is, of course, Jake lives with his father, who is an abusive alcoholic, and right off the back you can see that like Chucky killed him somehow. You do see him sitting down at the table later with Chucky while the police are there, and I'm assuming that he killed the dad and he ends up moving in with his cousin, because you also get a brief note that his cousin is like the popular jock of the school that everyone loves, and he is dating this, like, I guess super popular slut that is like a bully against Jake in the show. So the cousin's dating his bully or whatever, and he has a love interest who's this little friend of his. Not sure if his love interest is actually gay or just a friend of his, but it's just this other little boy that talks to him. So, that's kind of interesting for like a horror series to take, is like, oh, we're gonna follow a little gay kid, and it's kind of like, oh, that's cool, I was a gay 14-year-old. That's pretty cool. So although I wasn't scared of blood or anything when I was growing up, in the trailer you do see him, like, he doesn't want to dissect a frog. He's like, oh, I just don't like blood. And then you see that Chucky, I guess, is the one who like fucking mutilates that dissected frog and like has it turned inside out. You know, kind of like his already like fucking them, like in part 2 with Andy, where he writes like "fuck you bitch" on the fucking like worksheet, and he gets detention after school because of that. But then you also kind of see that like at one point Andy's being made fun of or something, like he's walking out like really upset and he's holding Chucky, and Chucky whispers something to him and he's like, all right, let's do it. And he goes up and pretends to be a ventriloquist, and Chucky starts giving some speech, which from other reviews and stuff I've watched, that's supposed to be like an amazing scene. So I'm super excited to see what happens in that. One of the things that I'm kind of like iffy about in this one is that I kind of just don't like when the majority of the cast is like children or teenagers. For me, it's just kind of like, it's not necessarily that they're teenagers or kids, it's just because the way they're written is usually super annoying or super unrealistic. Like in the remake of the Child's Play movie, oh my god, I fucking hated Andy's friends so much, and the worst part about it was that they did not get killed in that movie. Like, I just fucking hated them so much. And then usually when they do, like, you know, children or teenagers are like the majority of the cast, like they never get killed, and I'm like, bitch, it's horror, like everyone can get killed, like there's no holdbacks, like kill these annoying ass kids. I mean, in horror movies where they have like 35-year-olds playing teenagers, they all get it, but when you actually have like young kids playing like actual teenagers in movies, they never get it. And you know, when it comes to horror, I want to see a big body count, like a good big body count, and the majority of the cast of teenagers, we're probably not going to get that. So I'm hoping that's something that, you know, we do see it. One thing I'm excited about, though, is that it is Don Mancini who is writing and directing this series, because Don Mancini, if you don't know, is the one who's been involved with the Child's Play series since the first one, except for that shitty remake. He was not part of that one. He is the writer-director for all of them. So, you know, I loved Chucky. I loved all of them except Cult of Chucky, and that's saying something because I fucking love Seed of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky I just fucking hated. But we'll get into that afterwards. So along with this, so more about the series. What I did read about is we're gonna get a backstory on Charles Lee Ray, which again I'm a little like iffy on. I kind of just like that, you know, we just hear that Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, is like a notorious serial killer. In the trailer, it does show that we're gonna kind of get a backstory on him. We follow him from childhood on Halloween night and see like something happens to him. You know, Don Mancini is known to like to cross-reference a lot of horror movies. Like in Bride of Chucky, we do see the evidence locker, and you see like Michael's mask, Freddy's glove, etc. You see a bunch of like other horror shit. So I'm thinking like, what if it's supposed to be that Charles Lee Ray was a child on the night of Michael Myers' killings, and like, you know, he was like next door to the house that Laurie when all her friends were like attacked at. You know, maybe something, I don't know, I'm thinking outside the box. I'm reaching. That's a reach. That could not be something that happens. That could be something that happens. That's just something I'm thinking, because you do see like the mask, a little clown mask on his like counter as he's pouring out all his Halloween candy. You know, maybe they're gonna try to tie Michael Myers into it somehow. I don't know. I think that would be kind of cool, kind of like dumb. I don't know. It would be different. We'll see what happens. I just think that might be a little interesting if it does. I think I always don't like when serial killers are given like a reason to is why they're a monster. I kind of just like the fact that it's scarier to think that like they're just a monster because they're a monster. Like with Rob Zombie's Halloween, I did enjoy it, but I also kind of didn't like that they gave him that little white trash backstory of him being like, you know, just having a shitty household and kind of being like, oh, that's why he grew up to like kill a bunch of people. I have to say, like, Child's Play 1 and 2 are like my ultimate favorites. And then coming in next would be Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Chucky 3, Child's Play 3. I did love the Curse of Chucky. I thought that one was a good fresh take on it. It was very interesting. I liked it. And then Cult of Chucky, I don't know. I honestly had to really like force myself to finish that movie. There are so many times I just wanted to turn it off because I fucking hated it. You know, I get in this argument with one of my friends all the time because I just told him how I thought how all the Chuckies coming to life was fucking stupid, especially because they kind of gave me this vibe of like a Three Stooges personality that I just found annoying, and I just didn't think it was funny, and I didn't think it was I don't know, I just thought it was dumb, and my friends were like, well, that was his idea from the beginning, he always wanted that. I'm like, well, that's cute, he could have had that idea from however long ago, it wasn't good. Because I know originally in part 3, you know how like that one starts where they like grab his dead body from part 2 and all the blood falls into the mixture, and it was supposed to create an army of Chuckies, but I think from what I've read, it says that they didn't go through with it because they didn't have the budget. What I've heard, I'm not sure if that's correct, but like since then he had wanted to do a movie where it's like an army of Chuckies, and you know, the idea of that does sound interesting and does sound cool. I'm down for that, but the way it came off in Cult of Chucky, it was fucking stupid. Like, I don't know, like it was just like the same voice in every doll, kind of just like, I don't know. It just did not vibe with me. I just did not like it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Don Mancini. Don't hate me. I didn't vibe with it. I just did not like it. I like Seed of Chucky. I love Seed of Chucky. I love Glenn and Glenda. Cult of Chucky pissed me off so much. Like, I'm back on the train. I'm excited to see what Chucky does next. I'm pretty sure, like, of course, like the whole cult thing of like multiple Chuckies is still a thing. So I mean, no, I'm just keeping an open mind to it and seeing what happens. Although in the trailer we do not see Tiffany, Glenn, or Glenda, I'm pretty sure at one point they're going to be referenced or, you know, shown in there. I mean, Jennifer Chili was at the Comic-Con, like, the Comic-Con, I don't know what the thing was called. She was in some interview with everybody doing the thing, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be there if she wasn't part of the show. So I'm pretty sure she's in some part of the show as Tiff. Excited for the Child's Play series. Have you caught up on all the films? What did you think of them? What did you think of this trailer? Is there anything I missed in this trailer? I'm pretty sure there is. You know, when it comes to trailers, I usually don't like watching them because I like to be surprised when I actually see the movie or show itself. But if I'm going to be doing reviews on them, I have to watch them and then, you know, review the actual show or movie when it comes out. So I went ahead and watched it when I really didn't want to, but, you know, I'm glad I did because now I'm super excited for it and I'm really down to watch it. So I know it's been like 2 weeks since my last video, but I have just like been feeling like shit lately. Like not necessarily sick, but I've just lost like all energy and like I've been completely like just lethargic and dead. I had done my full makeup to get in drag to film like twice. And both times I just stood there in front of the camera and like, hey ghouls, this is terror. That was the energy I was totally bringing, and I was like, oh bitch, I can't use this footage, it's so awful. So I am like, I'm a little bitter today, so I'm like, hi, I'm back, kind of. You know, I just need to stay hydrated, get some sleep. It's been really fucking hot, no matter like how high I have the air conditioner blasting, fans on me. Like, I can't sleep because it's so hot, and I just wake up in the middle of the night, and I just feel like shit. Anyways, it's enough going on about my bullshit. I do have a video I've been working on, and I've been trying to, that was one of the videos I kept trying to film, but that video's it's something different that I've never done on this channel before, so I really hope you guys do like it. I'm still working on it and getting things together. I did try filming that the other day, although I said I was really like dead, and then as I was like trying to film it, I was kind of like, I don't have everything ready, and I was just so I spent like an hour and a half doing my face, and then like I kind of sat there with no with no wig on, and was just like, I'm washing this off, I don't care. I don't have the energy to finish the things for the video and finish this look. Like, girl, I was so dead. Anyways, I'm feeling refreshed now, and I decided to put this out for you so I don't go another week without uploading, because I hate not uploading anything for you guys. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring the channel or like, you know, like legit dead. But I will have that video soon, hopefully. I've been trying to work on it as much as I can. And I just want to say hello to all my new followers, my new subscribers. I really do appreciate all of you ghouls being here. If you want to hang out with me between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave that link down below right next to my cash app if you want to tip this witch. Also, if you want some Terror Krueger merch, I do have shirts on Teespring down below. I would really greatly appreciate if you guys check those out. But like I would always say, what I would appreciate so much more is if you smash that like button, hit that bell for notifications, and join this Krueger cult. We would love to have you here. But until the next time, this is Terror Krueger, and I'll see you ghouls later. Bye!